Lauren Golden is the founder of the Free Mama movement. And in a recent interview, she broke down how she uses a webinar funnel in particular to help grow her free community that ultimately leads people to be nurtured to buy her paid products. Whether you have a webinar funnel or a free community or not, she has some really insightful lessons that I wanted to share with you inside of this highlight episode. So you're doing these lives inside of the community, which is awesome because it's value add. You're showing up, right? That keeps the group going. That continues to reiterate this I'm in charge here, which I love. I always tell people I'm like, every movement needs a leader or it's not a movement. So talk about the webinar itself. I like to, for those that are new to this world of being a community creator, get really basic with it. So you have the free group. They sign up maybe through an ad for a webinar, which is not the Facebook Live. This is something happening elsewhere that's really about sales for your program. But when they register for that, they get invited into the free group right away through any number of things. Could be the thank you page, the email, the thank you video on the thank you page, could be a bonjoro if you want to do that, like a video message. There's 1,000 ways you can do that invite. But you get them in there because, like you said, which I love, you want them to buy into the mission first, which is awesome. So you're getting them in there. If they buy, they are still involved in that free community. It's not like you're like, okay, now you graduated from this community, now you're in this paid community. They're still involved in the free community, which makes them the best advocates for what's happening inside of the paid community and keeps that conversation going. So that is awesome. But even the non-buyers are still getting nurtured through these weekly Facebook Lives. So talk to me a little bit about the webinar itself. Do you talk a lot about the free mama movement and what it means to be a free mama on the webinar?
I do. And I give lots of examples of free mamas. So again, this is going to be your social proof, but it's not just look at this person who had this win. It's a lot of the transformation. Look at this mom who was staying home, maybe had lost part of herself after having kids, had quit her job, but realized she missed working, that story. And then she became a free mama. And then look at her revenue and blah, 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 right?
Which, no mistake there in that language, y'all. Hold on, I'm pausing you. Then she became a free mama. Like just reiterating that identity. It's not like, and then she made $100,000 and quit her job. Yeah, sure, whatever. But like, then she became a free mama. So it's future pacing, adopting that identity. Okay, keep going.
Well, I was just going to say we have several examples. We're intentional about relating to different types of women who are coming into our world. When I first started, I really was talking to the former version of myself, which I think a lot of business owners do that and have that story. And I was the working mom. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed out. Now we know there's a whole lot of moms who are attracted to what we do. And we even have some dads who are comfortable with their masculinity. And we have non-mothers as well. We have grandparents and fur baby moms and all the things. So we're very inclusive. Of course, the company's still called the Free Mama, but we show these examples and we show this transformation of kind of before when they were out on their own. And then, like you said, when they became a free mama. But then, of course, our logical brain still wants to justify it with the financial results. How long did it take to get a client? How long did it take to get started? How long did it take to quit their job? Those types of things. So I think it's subtle. I don't know if that's a really great question. I have not watched my webinar in a hot second. I don't know that there's a specific invite so much as I do a lot of references. We also do this on Free Mama TV, which is my YouTube channel. I always reference my Facebook group on every episode. I'll work it in differently. So it's not go join the Facebook group. It might be if you have follow-up questions, the best place to connect with me is over on our Facebook group. And the good news is you can connect with thousands of other people just like you, which is really cool. It's free to join. I'm really active, blah, blah, blah. So I'm always seeding the Facebook group. And this is actually the advice that I give, ironically, being on this interview with you. This is the advice I give my students who are growing and they're to a place in their business where maybe they're getting invited to speak or do podcasts or whatever. They always come to me. They're like, what do I need to know? How do I need to be prepared? So I kind of walk them through it. And I was like, more than anything, because be yourself and you can't get it wrong as long as you're speaking to your experiences and your knowledge. It's when we try to posture and then that's when an interview can go south. But I said the number one thing you really need to know is what do you want the people to leave with in terms of how to connect with you? Yes, there's your message and all of that, but some people are better at guiding interviews than others, and that's out of your control. But I don't know that I've ever been on a podcast interview where someone hasn't asked me at the end, what's the best way for our listeners to connect with you? And there has not been one interview in 6 years that I have ever done where the answer has not been join the Free Mama Movement Facebook group. I don't care what I'm selling, what I'm promoting. It does not matter because if I can get you in the community, if I can get you to see how epic it is, if I can get you, well, first of all, then I'll get your email list, which that also, or get you on my email list, which also goes back to technology. So if you're not doing that with your Facebook group, you can create a whole indoctrination sequence via email just from someone joining your group and answering their email in the questions. So if I can get you to my community, I can get you everything else once you actually know, like, and trust me. And I've done something for you first. So that's always a big piece of advice. So I really do try to incorporate it into everything I do because, again, it's a space where even non buyers have a place.